Hey there, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to our lesson. Today we are going to talk about two different expressions in English, should and ought to, for advice. Now, sometimes people ask for advice and we give advice, but sometimes people don't ask for advice and we still give them advice because we know that something in their life is not correct or is not perfectly good. So, uh, these are words that we mention all the time to tell someone to do something. Hey, you should, I should, they should, she should, or he should, or he ought to, we ought to, they ought to. The structure of these expressions is very simple because they only need a subject, the word should, or the expression ought to, plus the base form of the verb. Super easy. Base form of the verb, any verb, right? And then maybe a complement, depends on the situation and depends on the occasion. Now, if we want the life of someone else to improve, what do they have to do? Guess what? They have to practice. They should do different things. They should do more things. We should do more things. I should do more things, right? If you want to be a great musician or a great guitar player, guess what? You should. In Spanish es deberías. Deberías, right? Right. Hey, you should sigue un base form of the verb. What? Practice more, right? Practice. Practice. Right. Practice more. Practice every day. Practice every other day. Practice 5 hours a day. If you want to be a super great musician, we have to practice. On any activity or professional career, we have to study. We have to practice. We have to be ready. So we should practice more. If you want to be a great athlete, guess what? You should practice more. You or he, if he wants to be a great soccer player, he ought to practice more or play more. These two words have similar meanings. They are the same because the meaning is the same. So they are pretty much the same expression. Deberías, but ought to, I'm gonna say it's around 30% used as compared to should. This is more commonly used by American speaking people, English speaking people. So, academically or professionally, if you want to be the best at what you can be or in your career, you should study more. You should do your activities on time. You should study every day. You should go to school on a daily basis, or you should do homework on time, right? Yeah, you should. We should. I should, if I want to be better. Some people don't want advice. Some people are like, I don't need any help, I don't want advice. But sometimes we should tell them a piece of advice because we know that something in their life is not perfect, right? Um, he, a guy, a chico, right? He's he doesn't visit his parents anymore. He's just like grouchy all the time and he doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't work. He doesn't visit his mom. He doesn't do anything. So we say, hey, come on, buddy. I don't know, but you should work. You should visit your mom. You should go to school. Hey, you should study. Or you should save some money to buy something, right? Work related, chicos, chicas. If we want to buy a big house, if we're going to have a good job, if we want to have a nice car, if we want to make good money, hey, guess what? Well, we should study more. We should work more. We should study so we can make more money. Or we should get a job at a nice place. Things like that. If you want to be healthy like me, if I should work out more, because yeah, if you want to be healthy, if you want to have a nice physique, male or female, you should do exercise, right? You ought to work more. Different pronouns. The subject, should or ought to, plus the base form of the verb. This is a complement, but acá es un complemento. pero igual vale, porque podemos usar cualquier verbo, right? Cualquier verbo. Hey, um, you wanna get good grades? Guess what? You should or ought to, it's the same. Study more. Study more. Or do your homework on time. Or practice more. Anything you wanna, any advice you wanna give, it's correct. Some people don't want advice, but there are three words, or maybe more, we can use at the beginning of our advice to make the expression a little bit less strong, right? We can say, hey, Paco, maybe, right? Maybe you should call your mom, right? Call your friends, visit your father. Hey, maybe you should call your mom, right? Call your mom. Because he hasn't called her mom in a long time. So his mom, I'm sorry. Hey, you should call your mom. Because you haven't called in a long time. So maybe you should call her and see how she's doing. Or we can say, perhaps, hey teacher, perhaps you can tell me, teacher, perhaps you should do more exercise. Perhaps suena formalito y no tan fuerte, ¿verdad? Hey, perhaps, hey, perhaps teacher, you ought to do a little exercise or eat less. And it doesn't sound too strong, so it sounds good. Or I can say, hey, maybe, hey, perhaps, I think, hey, Juana, neta, I think, you know, hey, I think you should um, do your activities on time, or I think you should watch my videos, maybe. Yeah, so you can do the activities correctly. Yeah, you should watch my videos. I think, right? I think you all should watch my videos, right? So we can do the activities correctly. Cool. Now, this is the affirmative form of the verbs. There are also negative form of the verb, of the expression, the piece of advice. Hey, you shouldn't, facilito, que es lo mismo que should not. Hey, you shouldn't work too much. Hey, you shouldn't work too much, right? There are people that work a lot, se les dice workaholics, porque hacen en exceso todo. Hey, you shouldn't work too much. It's not good for your health. Hey, you shouldn't study too much. It's not good for your health. No más lo que es, right? Poquito, pasito. Esta no la puedo negar, chicos. Hey, you ought to, not to, no se puede negar. Esta no la voy a negar. Esta nomás la voy a poner affirmative statements, right? Positivos. Y esta la puedo poner positive statements or negative statements, right? Cool. Question statements. Yeah. Should you study more? Should I get prepared more? Should they visit their mom? Should he practice more guitar? Should I work harder? Yeah. Should she study more? Or should I work out more? Or should I work out harder? Or should I work out every day? Or maybe every other day? Yeah. También se puede hacer questions. Pero si hacemos questions, empezamos con should, right? Ought to. Ought to no se usa para questions tampoco. Nada más para hacer los questions vamos a usar should. Hey, what do you think? Should I go out? Hey, mom, what do you think? Should I go out tonight with my friends? Y a lo mejor la mamá va a decir, a ver, depende, ¿verdad? Should I go out or should I not go out? Because if I go out, maybe me voy a desvelar, no voy a hacer lo que tenía que hacer. Things like that, right? Se puede hacer con questions también. Should I, should you, should we, should they, o nombres propios, right? Esa es la actividad, chicos, con el should o el ought to give advice, para dar consejitos buenos, right? Por lo regular, para el bien de la persona, aunque no nos guste. A veces es bueno que nos digan qué debemos de hacer. Con una palabrita de esas, tal vez, quizás, creo que deberíamos, right? Chicos, have a great one. Take care. Please be safe.